For the first time in a number of days, I'm finally gonna go out and do something. I've arrived at a sort of small family summer house type thing. There's a deck that's getting replaced, so we're here to help with that a bit. Take up some wood and possibly put down some wood. See how it goes. Yeah. You film it?
Did you crack the guy?
The place we're at just now is right on the edge of a lake, which you can probably see up there. So I'm going to take the drone out and make the most of being here. Right, so I have been working pretty much all day. Probably the most manual labour I have done in a long time. I mostly do workshop work, computer work, stuff like that, but actually manual labour with my hands most in a while. But enough talking about that. What I want to talk about right now are these things. Hammer and a kind of giant pry bar, whatever, a crowbar, pry bar. These are not mine. There's someone here, friend of a friend or something, and they are made from titanium. It's weird, like, even though I know titanium and I'm hugely familiar with it, it's weird experiencing like hand tools, like a hammer and a sort of large crowbar, large pry bar in titanium, because it's just so light. It's unbelievable. It's weird. It feels like plastic. I mean, the pry bar's more impressive than the hammer, I think, so I'll show you the hammer first and then the pry bar. So take a look at this. And now the pry bar. So next time I need to buy a large pry bar, crowbar or hammer, I think almost certainly I will have to buy these. Cost will not be an issue. Right, that is pretty much the end of the day. A few more things to do with the deck type stuff. Just having a beer just now. And I think that's it. This is a short video, but at least it's been a little bit more interesting, I hope, than the last few days. Last few days just me sitting talking in and around my house, because I've just been in and around my house reading and thinking, that kind of thing. So this is the first thing I've done in a while. I will of course leave you with a quote. I don't have access to a phone or anything like that. I can't check up quotes, so I'm going by memory, and my memory's not very good. Basically today's quote, I don't know who it's from, I don't know if it is a quote, but it's something I sort of live by. You know, in business I try to, you know, when I try something new, I try to do it, and I try to get it done fast, because it's likely to not work, it's likely to fail, so I want to sort of get it over and done with quickly. So today's quote, I don't know who it's by, I'll leave it unattributed, and it is just, fail fast.